This is the FastBreak Club interview with Coach Tara Vanderveer. Starting off, and thank you for doing this interview for us. You've said your father told you that basketball would never take you anywhere. What are some of your favorite places that basketball has taken you?
Well, first, Nancy, thank you for doing the interview, and thank you, FastBreak Club members, for your great support. Basketball has taken me all over the world. I've been pretty much to every continent except for Antarctica. I don't think there's any basketball down there, unless the Penguins are playing. But China, Africa, Europe, South America, Australia. It's just been a great job and career, and I've loved traveling and love coaching.
One of the places that basketball has taken you is Stanford. What are some of the things you've enjoyed most about being at Stanford for more than 30 years?
Well, I love Stanford University, the academics, the opportunity to have young people grow and develop in a place like this is just phenomenal. Just great academics, great weather, great fans. I love everything about it. I think we play in the best league, everything about it. It's just a fabulous place. I pinch myself every morning.
We often talk about players learning, but coaches need to learn and grow too. In your years as a coach, what are some of the biggest lessons you've learned? What have been some of your light bulb moments as a coach?
Well, I've learned a lot from our players. I've learned a lot about leadership, someone from like Jamila Weidman. I've learned a lot about coaching from my assistant coaches, from players, from faculty at Stanford, from other coaches at Stanford. I consider myself a lifetime learner, and I always want to get better. So I never feel like I've arrived. I always want to get better. I'm always studying the game, whether it's from Steve Kerr and the Warriors, or watching our men's team, watching whatever team it is, just trying to pick up things that might help me do a better job.
It appears to some of your fans that you're more relaxed now than earlier in your career. If that's true, what would you attribute it to?
I don't know any more relaxed. It's a stressful job. You've got 18, 19, 20-year-olds running around. You hope they're going to do the right thing. But one thing is kind of funny is just during the pandemic when we started wearing casual clothes. And I think that actually wearing casual clothes helps me relax.
Okay, well, we've noticed that you dance with the players now, and I can't imagine you doing that 20 years ago.
Well, actually, I danced with the Olympic team a lot. That was a big thing, dancing with them. So I'm not very good at it, so I don't bring it out too often.
Okay. A number of your players have said that as much as you care about them developing into the best basketball players they can be, they appreciate even more your concern for making them the best people they can be. How does that manifest in your approach to your relationship with your players?
Basketball is just my medium. It's something that I use to teach life lessons to our players about being good people, about being good teammates, which I think is probably more important than whether they can dribble or shoot. We have tremendous young people on our team, and the relationships that I get to build with those people are really special.
Okay. When we scheduled this interview, one of the topics we were going to cover was the effort to bring Brittany Griner home. Happily, she is home now. Mm-hmm. But that issue is just another example of your using your visibility to bring attention to important issues: hunger, the invasion of Ukraine, the importance of voting, the massive gender inequality in sports and society, among other things. How important do you think it is for a coach to speak up about these issues?
Well, I think as we've seen an increase in social media and attention for women's sports, there is more and more of a platform for me and for our players to really be outspoken about what we think is important. And yes, those things are important. We're very excited that Brittany's home, and wish her and her family the absolute best. And I think that keeping the pressure on and keeping her front and center was important. Ukraine, doing the fundraiser for Ukraine, raising $300,000, and a lot of our FastBreak Club people donated, which we're really thankful for. Second Harvest, doing the money for the Second Harvest. We want to continue to do that. I hope this is posted, but for our Cal game, we hope we can do a warm clothing drive. So there's always work to be done, and I want to be very involved with our community. I'm very thankful to live here. to have the friends and family that are part of this community, and I want to give back.
Well, that's a pretty impressive thing about your approach to basketball and life and coaching. And we will for sure post the information about the drive for the Cal game. To many of us who've watched your teams for decades, one of the impressive things has been what appears to be your ability to adapt, to change what you're doing based on personnel, but also the way the game and the rules of the game change. What are the changes you think the game will see in the near future, perhaps as the result of the NIL issues and the transfer portal?
You know, the game itself, I think, is probably the one rule change that we could have a trapezoid lane. That would be the one thing I think that we could see going forward, a wider lane to have more open basketball. But we have adapted to, whether it's the 30-second clock, the three-point line, over and back didn't used to be a part of women's basketball. But now it's more off-court things, social media, NIL. Quite honestly, the biggest thing that's happening is that other programs, men's programs and other women's programs have collectives. And collectives are more than NIL. NIL is like a company, whereas collectives are boosters of teams getting together and basically pooling money to have a team do clinics or something like that. So the collectives are kind of the next step for Stanford women's basketball.
Do you envision that happening here? Do you want that to happen here?
This is what's happening. It's not whether I want it or not. It's happening already, and we don't want to get left at the train station when the train's going down the tracks.
Okay. How does the transfer portal influence the way you think about developing your young players?
I don't really pay much attention to the transfer portal, to be honest with you. I think they're going to tighten up the transfer portal a little bit in terms of the rules that they're making. But we really feel like we want to recruit players, develop them for 4 years. We're really excited about our young players. And it is a challenge. It is very competitive. Sometimes they are going to take some lumps as young players. But if you look at the development that we've had, someone like a Krista Rappahan, different players on our team have really developed. And as juniors and seniors are playing a lot more than they did as freshmen and sophomores. They need to be patient and enjoy the process.
Well, some of your freshmen this year are certainly getting some time.
They are.
How excited are you about the way Talana has stepped up and stepped in?
Well, not just Talana, she's done fabulous, but India, Lauren Betts, those three freshmen have played a lot, and Stavi is going to play for us someday. She's working really hard. It's just a little more crowded at her position.
Certainly, we're looking forward to seeing more of Lauren.
Me too.
She's averaging almost a point a minute when she's in the game.
She's awesome.
So this must be an incredibly fun team to coach.
It's not just fun because they're talented. They are very talented. It's fun because they're really, really nice young ladies. They're really fun to work with. We push people really hard. We challenge them every day in practice. They're banging up against each other, but they're a very close team, and we have great leadership with our 4 seniors.
One of the things that some of us have noticed is that as much fun as it is to watch the team on the floor, it's great fun to watch the team on the bench celebrating the team on the floor. How do you create that kind of atmosphere?
Well, we call it Benergy, and it's a great thing when people are excited for other people. A lot of times we live in a world of iPhone, iPad, me, and basketball is a team game, and we love it when we have players excited for other players.
But what do you do to nurture that?
We talk about it. We show video of it. We're really we value it. Everyone's really important on our team. Whether they're on the scout team. Today's scout team was unbelievable. I mean, they were so aggressive and doing so much. Like Tennessee, we're really excited about it. And they're very valuable. When our team wins, everyone wins.
And the team looks like it's going to do some winning this year.
We hope so. We want to keep improving. We've got to stay healthy, and we just we're kind of a third of the way through, and we want to just keep getting better. But we're enjoying the process, enjoying the journey.
Well, it's a great journey to watch. I think we're having plenty of fun in the stands, Any messages, particular messages to the fans about what we can do to be supportive?
Well, obviously, it's always great when we come out to our fans. We love having fans at the games. You know, we've gone through almost a year and a half of not having fans, and we cherish coming out to the gym, being packed. So we hope a lot of people come out for our Tennessee game. Bring friends, bring people that have never seen our team play, and then also. I think it's really important that our fans are really supportive fans, not critical fans, not having all the answers about what our team should be doing or what our players should be doing. They're young people that are giving their best, so support them and encourage them.
All right. Well, I could go on for hours, but you said you have lunch with the seniors.
I
so
do.
Thank you so much for taking the time.
All right, thank you.